to why we've brought everyone on stage is so that it is a heartfelt conversation. Now, each and every one of you, right now, you're going to receive these headsets. They are wireless receiver headsets, whereby transmission is going to be coming straight to the headsets, so you can have a personal, intimate listening experience. You're going to listen to audio stories, and they are in different channels. Down here, you switch on the headset, on and off. On the side, there is also another knob where you will change channels, meaning if you want to listen to another story playing on another channel, this is green, you change to red, you change to blue. When the audio experience for the audio plays is done, we shall all go to channel blue, which will be the channel for the rest of the show. On the side of this headset, there's also another knob for increasing and reducing the volume. Down is increasing, up is reducing. In case the volume is too much for you, yeah, you can just reduce by scrolling up or increase by scrolling down. Allow me repeat. This first knob is on and off. In case your headset is lighting, just ignore that one. Then the second knob is for changing channels. There is blue, red, and green. These headsets are to be used here. They are not a gift. So when you're done, please return them. Politely, kindly return them. And don't think they are Bluetooth. They won't work with your phone. They are they only work with our transmitters. But for the duration of this entire session, the headset that you have, it is yours. And you will enjoy yourself, and you'll have a wonderful experience. Thank you so much for coming. Enjoy. Sorry, I got stuck to the chair. Oh my God, I really am stuck. Seriously, who did this to me? My pants are glued to the chair. Someone don't take pictures. Come on, please help me. Oh my God. No, it's not an act. Jesus. These were my best jeans for tonight. No, that's unfair. I turn around. You're sure you won't laugh at me? I don't trust you. You promise? Okay, tell me the truth. How do I look? Horrible, right? Whoever did this, I want my jeans. You have to pay. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy yourselves. I'll be back. Thank you. You want a headset?
To bwengwa ningo muloge naye gwe ntunulira wekkanye tolaba nti nkwagala mpuliriza nesiga ompa omutima gwo ntunulira wekkanye tolaba nti nkwagala mpuliriza nesiga ompa omutima gwo bakuŋŋamba nkyolina omutima gwa nsolo baŋŋambye nti nkuveeko nkwesonyiwe boogedde bingi nnyo tebyomukwano wabyesamba naye ag'amaaso nze gontunuuliza n'akakamwenyu nze komumwenyeza n'obwobumeseji ze bompeereza maama bwe bunsuza nga ntunula kyeŋŋamba ntunulira wekkanye tolaba nti nkwagala mpuliriza nesiga ompa omutima gwo ntunulira wekkanye tolaba nti nkwagala mpuliriza. Keep going. So you're going to say a very simple word. Yeah, say tolaba tolaba nti nkwagala tolaba nti nkwagala. Keyboard only. And then the singing is like this. Tolaba nti nkwagala. 3 go. Tolaba nti nkwagala. Tolaba nti nkwagala. That means, can't you see that I love you? Tolaba nti ntunulira wekkanye nze ndaba mukwano baby nze ndaba mukwano kwagala nno bya ddala nze kwagala nze kwagala kuviirako nze kwagala mukwano baby tolaba nti nkwagala tolaba mukwano kwagala mukwano fiirawo. Yeah, now you are from Uganda now because you can say tolaba nti nkwagala. Okay, my name is Keith. Isaiah Lincoln on keys, Isaiah on bass. Lincoln, can you give us something? Give us something.
Hi guys, is my mic on? Can you hear me? How you doing? My name is Lincoln. I don't only play keys, I also sing. So I'm going to sing you one of my recent songs, and I hope you like it. Oh, it's called Njagala Nkwebaze. Everybody say Njagala Nkwebaze. It means I want to thank you. Say Njagala Nkwebaze. Many times I've walked away from the truth and lost my way. I have wronged in many ways, but you still keep loving me. Njagala nkwebaze. Njagala nkwebaze. Njagala nkwebaze. Njagala nkwebaze. And when I look back in my life, it's not good, bad, it's alright. And I know I am not the best, but you still keep loving me. Njagala nkwebaze. Njagala nkwebaze. Njagala nkwebaze. Njagala nkwebaze. Are you gonna help me sing? You're gonna just say, Nkwebaze, nkwebaze, nkwebaze. Help me sing that. Let's go.
Nkwebaze, nkwebaze, nkwebaze,
Can't you guys? Let's go.
nkwebaze,
Nice.
nkwebaze, nkwebaze,
Can't you hear more of you?
nkwebaze,
Oh, you sound beautiful.
nkwebaze, nkwebaze.
Thank you.
So the next song is called Omutima. I don't know. I don't know. People from Rwanda here. From Rwanda. Yeah, I'm going to try to sing your language here. Yeah, so. You look so beautiful today. Mukadalyo yambadde onyumye. Sirabangayo alinga ggwe. Nalulungi wange gwe nsimye. Nakirabirawo from the time I met you, girl, that I will love you. Tutambule nga babiri kapani ku ndongo, tusenga kimu paka bukadde, mpaka kufa, mpaka magombe. Taririrata, omutima uraririmba. Taririrata, uraririmba. Taririrata, omutima uraririmba. Taririrata. You and me, we are like Adam and Eve. Baby, please promise you will never leave me. Nzeka soda ndi mwana weka, nine mbavu ndakukuma. Through the storms of love, I will be there. Through the hardships of love, I will be there. Kusubiza kukwagala luberera, kusubiza butakujuza nga bwoyoya, kusubiza. We are singing this. Now say, da di da di da da. That's the heart singing. We go. Da di da di da da. Omutima uraririmba. Da di da di da da. How does your heart sing? Your heart is not singing. Omutima uraririmba. Da di da di da da. Mulinga guyimba. Da di da di da da. Omutima guno guyimba ogwange. Di da di da da. Omutima guyimba. Da di da di. Thank you very much. It's Keith Mugenyi, Isaiah, and Lincoln. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Let's give it up one more time for Keith, everybody. Keith is from Uganda. Let's give it up. Show him some love. Please pretend like we rehearsed the clapping. Be on my side. One more time for Keith, everybody. Yeah. And for the guitarist. I don't know his name, but I'll find out later on. Let's give it up for the guitarist. And for the handsome pianist. I don't know why he's putting on shades. Give it up for him. All right, guys, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, you're here for a silent night of poetry. You're here for a silent poetry night. My name is Mark Gordon. I'm your host, and we are going to have a good time. We have an amazing lineup of poetry. Now, we have given you the headset so that you can have a personal studio-like experience, one-on-one listening experience. It's just tailor-made for you. So please put on the headsets on the channel blue, and on the side there is a knob where you can adjust the volume. In case it's too high, you can reduce it by turning the knob up. Down is to increase. Have you enjoyed the music? We still have more. Let's give it up one more time for this amazing team of guys. All right. And from our lineup, still to set the mood of poetry, but I can promise you, we are going to kick off with a poetry mix non-stop. But before we do that, there's another talented young man who is a part of our team from Rwanda. Put your hands together for Godfrey. Godfrey, come and take on the stage. All right, as Godfrey is getting onto the stage, please, you are reminded, when you're done with the headset, just return it. Yeah? Thank you very much. But you're going to enjoy yourselves. One more time, everybody, let's welcome Godfrey Mujisha.
Hello? Hello? Are you getting me? Okay. I'm going to sing this song. Sorry for those who doesn't understand Kinyarwanda, but I hope art is a universal language. So art is a feelings, and everyone has feelings, and feelings is universal language. Through feelings, we are going to understand this message. It is called Rukundo. In English, it is love. Rukundo, ujya utuma twicuza, ukuzuza agahinda mu mitima yacu. Iyaba wazaga uko ushaka, ariko ntugende uko ushaka. Rukundo, rukundo. sometimes rukundo ujya untera umujinya iyo utumye nkunda utabibona when you make me love someone who doesn't really care rukundo oh, rukundo iyo ugiye usiga inkovu mu mitima yacu. Sometimes you make us your slaves ukadukoresha ibyo ushaka waturekura tugasigara twicuza impamvu twahujwe nawe rukundo iyo waryoshye uraryoha ariko washarira ukarusha urusenda. Sometimes urukundo ujya untera umujinya iyo utumye nkunda utabibona when you make me love someone who doesn't really care rukundo iyo waryoshye uraryoha ariko washarira ukarusha urusenda. Sometimes rukundo ujya untera umujinya iyo utumye nkunda utabibona when you make me love someone who doesn't care about me. Rukundo. That's it. Okay. The next song, it is in Kinyarwanda again. It is called Amataje. Simply means differences. Yeah, I was inspired to make this song when I was just writing my novel, which was talking about tragedy stories of young couple in the time of genocide against the Tutsi. A girl came from genocide survivors, and boy came from his family committed genocide. But they didn't know, they didn't have plan, but when genocide was happening, they collided in that situation. And so I was inspired to write that song. It is called Amataje, which means differences. I will ask someone help me with the screen. Okay, how about it? Kwarifu ndoryo rukundo imitima yombi yarabaye umwe none ibihe ntibidukundiye inzozi zacu z'ibimpamo mu maso yanjye wari umunyabufindo ni wo munezero nigeze wicaga agahinduka agashingura kure y'umutima none kunsezeye agahinda kakawujishura kijisha mbese nza agahungira he ese ko yari wowe buturo bwatumaga ntuza nkati maza nkaba mbo nurenga gusa ntari ku zibera uwawe usibye amatage agira n'abagatanya abakunzi ndabibona ko bidashoboka ko njyewe nawe tugumana intera ndende hagati yacu ibangamiye urukundo rwacu najwi nta gikorwa ya nta magambo byasobanura uburibwe bw'urukumbuzi ngize igisobanuro cy'urukundo wakimbaza nakuvuga waremaga umunezero ukawujisha ku nkingi z'umutima wanjye none kunsezeye agahinda kakawujishura kijisha mbese nze agahungira hehe ese ko yari wowe buturo bwatumaga ntuza nkati maza nk'abambo nurenga gusa ntari ku zibera uwawe usibye amatage agira n'abagatanya abakunzi ndabibona ko bidashoboka ko njyewe nawe tugumana intera ndende hagati yacu ibangamiye urukundo rwacu gusa ntari ku zibera uwawe usibye amatage agira n'abagatanya abakunzi ndabibona ko bidashoboka ko njyewe nawe tugumana intera ndende hagati yacu ibangamiye urukundo rwacu. Thank you.
One more time, one more time, one more time. Thank you so much. That is Godfrey Mugisha from Rwanda, an amazing poet and creative as well. And literally, most of you were not understanding what he was talking about. We insisted on that soulful performance because art is a language of the heart. From his pain, his expression, you could get something. Are you ready for some spoken words? Are you ready for some poetry? Are you sure? Buckle up because you're here for an amazing, amazing experience. One more time, if you just joined us, my name is Mark Gordon. I'm your host tonight, and we're having a silent poetry night. Kicking us off is an amazing creative right here. Talent extraordinaire. Put your hands together for the one and only Kivumbi King.
We can do better than that, can we? Let's go. I have this tradition I like to do with my people before we start. So when I say, may I, you say speak. May I? May I? May I? Ndatambuka bakagira bati dore cya cyana cya kivumbi cya cyana icyo ntazi. Cyana cyarenzwe n'ivumbi n'icyicari iwabo gikunda agasozi. Ngo ni cya cyana cy'ingeso mbi, nicyogosha gifite ibisatsi, nkeka ari ikijura kinasa nabi cyahunze iwabo ngo kinanywa ibitabi. Ngo ni cya cyana. See, my appearance makes you judge. By your actions make me laugh. See, the biggest criminals don't wear tattoos and dreadlocks. They are smart people. They wear suit and ties. See, I've got the tie. I've been told lies. Every time I try, they say quiet. Don't say a word. They painted black what I love. Told me the black was bad. That's why I'ma stick with what I love. Thug life like Tupac. Ngonicha chan. Ngonicha chana ego nicho. Cha chana chata indero. Ni cha chana chata yumucho oya ndi cha chana chabuze umuco. Nkukure heje nkusange he. Ese uyu ni wo batuzaniye. Twarabeshye twarakurikiye ariko mu kuvuga abandi twabaye abambere bagira bati wacyana we ntago ujya wumva wataye indero nta muco ugira. Then I'm confused and I'm like, what? How can I lose some that I didn't have? See, I never lost it because I never had it. I never lost it because I don't even know it. So every time you tell me wataye indero wataye umuco wataye inge, so I don't know what you're talking about. Please, ntago nzi ibyo muri kuvuga. Please hear me out. See, I was born in the post-colonial era, and that means my culture was no longer pure. Where we had a king, there's now a president. Even the residents speak foreign languages. See, my culture is informal. We live in the formal world now, and that is education. Maybe my complication is that I'm lost in the translations. Nobody likes the old styles. Welcome to civilization, they say. Wamuchuria. See, I wish I was born before. I learned the culture on my own. Drink the milk and see the clothes, the hairstyle, the way they talk. Advice to their sons, how daughters made wives and how wives made moms. Then I could feel a home at last, but then I asked, Wamuchuria. Because every day you yell at me, you lost the culture. Yeah, you don't know my area. It's survival of the fittest. Everybody fights to be superior. You doors, nigga, you off. Get some knowledge in that medulla. This is the running world, machines and social media. It is what it is. It seems like I'm not the only one who lost the culture here. Ngonicha chana chijizi chirasta. But them down know that me speak the patwa. What the rust with my niggas bomber clad them Babylon. I mean how setting Chris, by my people them talk a lot, but me and mind me business. Little more me too wicked at the game, me passa me rasta and rump with me. I stay true, Jah Rastafari. I live with an open mind. The world ever changes angles, I'm ever ready, let it come. Stay true like I've always done. The truth, the lies, the good and the bad. See, I have seen a lot and that's why sometimes I write. Yes, sometimes in the chan. Ndicha chana bataziyo chiva, ndicha chana bataziyo chiva, ndicha chana batazi uko kirya, ndicha chana bataziyo kijya, gusa birabaryohera kukivuga, birabaryohera kucyandagaza. Ngo ndicha chana mu mugwi ibyana bitagenzwa no kuvugaguzwa. Bya byana byemeye kwitwa ibyana kubera byakurikije ibyo bikunda. Ndibya byana bitajya biruka, bya byana bikora ijoro n'amanywa, biharanira urukundo, bishyira imbere Imana, n'ibya byana byanze guhuza na rubanda. Ndicyaha cyane.
Yeah, one more time. Yeah, this is my amazing brother. Well done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you are still excited about Kivumbi King, he will be back. So do not even think about going away. Tell your friends, you can take some snap for Instagram. Tell them it's about to get hot. He will be back and he's still with us and there's still more. Do you want some more? Still out of Kigali, let's put our hands together for the beautiful, the amazing Della. Yeah, make some noise. We have agreed, people. Energy, energy. Oh. Yeah, more like that, more like that, more like that. And during the performances, if you like something that the poet says, you can try to snap. Can we give it a try? It's a culture I also just saw on YouTube. Just snap. All right. Don't. One more time. Let's welcome Dela.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you feeling tonight? Fun fact, I've never done anything like this before. I usually stand when I'm doing my poetry, but because this is meant to be a very intimate night, I thought I might as well ground myself in this moment. And also, the focus, I believe, tonight is not necessarily on my body, but on my voice. So I'm going to perform a piece entitled Candy Lane. Hope you enjoy it. Sometimes I like to paint abstract images in people's minds, to cleave through the confines of concrete belief with my Zonpokto Brota blade to a gunfight, 'cause I am a samurai and I dance through the art of war. Blood embellishes the floor in patterns of delirious disaster. If I seduced your brain to tread insanity's lane, would it leap beyond the silver cones of imagination? Huh? See, I met a girl once. As fair as Fiona the ogre, pray memory fails me not. For the visage of pink rabbit squirting from the parting of her thighs, her breasts punishing the sky as she led an orchestra of phonetics, beguiled my sense of sight. The cosmic wanderer deep inside inhaled through her nostrils a symphony of la-di-da and coup-d'etats that overthrew the sorrow that I felt for so long. I found myself in her song, embrace metaphysical form, 'cause distortion is the name of the game, and I'm swinging off the monkey bars I raised like a gymnast that took a leap of faith into the delicious dark corners of my subconscious where the mythical creatures and one-eyed demons lay. To reality, I will never be enslaved. Thank you.
You thought I was lying? One more time, let's give it up for Dela. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And the train continues all the way from Uganda, the land of bananas and milk. The next poet is called a poet that is all-weather. He does so many things. He comes from Ladu Poetry House as well. Put your hands together for Geoff the poet, performing a poem for animal rights. Come on, welcome him to Kigali for the very first time. Geoff the poet. Yeah. The poem he's going to perform is called Extinct Alphabetical Characters. It is in support of animal rights. Please enjoy.
With a long trunk, criminal legs and a huge head, temporal glands and wide-flat ears, I used to majestically trek down those savanna grasslands, never scared of any single spear that would ever dare to tear through my ear. E was never mistaken for error. No fear for terror. To my name E, they sang the rhythm in every single nursery rhyme. Elephant enjovu, fish chenyanja. You see, on those alphabetical charts, my name E was amongst the favorite lookouts until our coexistence was challenged by a rifle, or in the pursuit of having this little bit of skin. Now, on those alphabetical charts, my name E has been replaced by E invoice after replacing the letter P with the word poacher, destroying the home for every single fish. The target is how to get rich. Check those alphabetical charts and you'll see. An axe has taken over the place of Mr. Ape. With every tree down, a TV screen is the only place to watch a bear. Butterflies and bees roam in search for flora. It used to be a cheetah on a sea until the focus went on to playing cards and driving cars. Duck before dawn. Duck hunting is slaughtering every single duckling on a D. It used to be a giraffe on a G until it was traded for gold. Now, due to those heaps of factory waste in those lakes and rivers, hippos have failed to visit your camera lenses during the school tours. I guess that explains why we have an emoji of a heart at the H. Pupils relate with ice cream more than they relate with the insects at the I section. It used to be a jaguar on a J until our jungle was shattered. No room for the king of the jungle at the L, because now pupils see more lime trucks than they see the lions. The argument of using either money or monkey at the M is no longer valid. For it's broad daylight evident that pupils now see money more often than they see the monkeys. It's rare. It's rare to see an ostrich, an oxen, or an octopus at the O, because now the focus is on to exploring orbits other than the care for the oceans. Tell me, when was the last time you saw my dear friends like parrotty on a P, quail on a Q, rhino at the R, or tortoise at the T? Man, you seem to be raising a generation that is totally determined to scrap the snake off the S by choosing silence and sexting whenever it comes to wildlife issues. You brag about the time spent at the zoo on the Z, but cannot even listen to my loneliness cries whenever you engrave those tattoo marks onto my skin or pierce that needle tag through my ear. Man, with every single selfie, I drown into this fear. Ladies and gentlemen, look out there and see. Where zebras used to trot, gutter, and gulp are now wide lanes with traffic lights and kept uniform safeguarding zebra crossings that will never see any single zebra crossing. Surely this poetic recital is no longer about me. This poetic recital is no longer about me, but about every single horn that you blow. In this ecosystem, we used to be part and parcel of you, but you no longer listen to our view. Our freedom is caged within your cruelty. Please embrace this reality, for these atrocities are slowly but surely driving us out of extinction. We used to be the darlings of those study charts, but I'm scared that one day we shall not appear on any of those alphabetical charts, because you and I will never have any room for us to chat.
Thank you for that beautiful hand clap without rehearsal. But let's give him one more time for Geoff, the poet, all the way from Kampala, Uganda, Lado poet, for that wonderful advocacy poem. If you love animals, give him another hand clap. All right. Okay, let's give this a try. I'm going to put up my hand and then you say I am happy. So I'm not responsible for your happiness, you are. Okay, but anyway, we are all happy to be here. And we're going to have a dance, but before that, and then later on in the program, we're going to have a free verse session. So in case there's something you've written down on your phone or on a piece of paper, and you'd like to read out loud, I'll give you a chance to share. Yeah? It could just be a note you wrote on a napkin. It's okay. Poetry can come from everywhere. Should we continue? All the way still from Kampala, Uganda. Let's put our hands together for another poet, a young man who is excellent in what he does. Put your hands together and welcome Benji.
The art. The one we treasure. The one we hang on our walls, play on our phones, watch when we're at home. I believe art is the ability to give meaning to the things we love. Art allows us to understand what we can't explain, to explain the most complex things using the simplest of words. A way to give the things we love meaning. A way to understand the things that never make sense to us. A way to give the things we love meaning. A little picture frame, a little story, a little scene in a movie, a little picture frame, a little scene in a movie, a little song, a little story in a book, something to keep reminding us of the beauty and simplicity. The art. The art comes first. Everything builds on top of it. The art is, of course, always invaluable, but we live in a world of trades and sharing is caring, so what better way to care than to trade at an honest price? The audience. The one that listens. The one that pays attention to the art and pays money, or sometimes, to the artist. The one that listens to the artist and saves the artist from being called a madman. The one that lends the artist their ego and dives into the madman's world. The artist. It's just a hobby, right? But I already have a job. We'll get an extra one. But see, I need the extra time for poetry. Well, poetry doesn't really pay you. I mean, it doesn't bring the cash in. It's just a hobby, right? The artist. They're not completely wrong, you know. I mean, that's why I have an extra job, because this art doesn't really pay. Well, at least that's the narrative we've been sold. So we've been told that this career path is not really a first option. Matter of fact, it's not even considered a career. It's a side hustle. And if you don't get a paying job, get prepared to live under your mama's roof until the age of 30. And maybe then you get a paying job. Or maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe you finally get lucky and finally get your art to a bigger audience. Finally bring the big bucks in. But it might be too late for you by then, because you probably have lost all your self-respect. The artist. See, the artist's journey is that of a dreamer. And in one of his dreams, every artist earns a worthy wage. See, it's a hazy dream, but the artist holds on. Because in that dream, children can proudly tell their parents they dream of being artists when they grow up. And the scientists and artist stereotypes are non-existent. It's a hazy dream. But the artist holds on. The artist holds on because in that dream, he visits a certain Ugandan poet's mansion to pick him up for a poetry festival in Kigali, while we're driving in a red Suzuki. So it's a hazy dream. And sometimes it's not as clear to see, but in that dream, George the poet is president because he understands that the systems in our African communities are broken. He understands that our African communities will not be saved by politics and corrupt government. He understands that our African communities will be saved by art. So it's a hazy dream. It's a hazy dream, and sometimes it's not as clear to see, but in that dream, 16-year-old poets can be healthily mentored by leaders who don't fight like 16-year-olds. And in that dream, they never have to worry about being sexualized on and off stage, because all the sexual predators have been locked up for at least 16 years. So it's a hazy dream, just a dream, but the artist still holds on. To the artist, breathe. The money will come. I mean, don't forget why you started. The power you have, the power to create. See, I believe that's all we have to do. I mean, what you haven't loved, you haven't achieved, and you can't love that which you don't nurture, so grow your art. In quality, in knowledge, in truth. Allow yourself to be true, remain true to yourself. The money will come. I mean, we all make mistakes along the way, but your art is valuable to those who can see. And value finds value. So don't look for value in the cash prize. Look for value in the impact, in the hearts you've told, in the stories you've told, the hearts you've changed. Can't you see that there are some things worth more than this social reality of printed paper? The money will come. Because value finds value. That's why you are on the stage you're on right now. That's why we are on the stage we're on right now. So you remain true to yourself, and the audience will pay you for it. They pay you for the stories that made you cry, the stories that made you laugh, the truths you've understood in your mind, the comforts and anchors of your heart. One of my favorite quotes goes, medicine, law, business, engineering, these are all noble pursuits and necessary to sustain life, but poetry, beauty, romance, love, art, these are what we stay alive for. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is Benji. Benji is a spoken word artist from Kampala, Uganda. One more time, let's give it up for Benji, everybody. Come on, some more energy. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. In case you've just joined us, this is a silent poetry night hosted by Mark Gordon. I'm a spoken word artist as well. Right now, I identify as a trainer and coach. I've been doing this for the last 15 years. I'm celebrating 15 years ever since I wrote my first poem. And I'm glad to be doing this. I'm glad to be in Kigali, Rwanda. And this is a home that actually also nurtured my talent from 2013 at Spoken Word Rwanda. Then I went back to Uganda and started an initiative called Ladu Poetry House. And the poets you just listened to are a part of that. Yes, please clap. It's a good achievement. Art. And the best payment we can give to our artists is attention and appreciation. Let's be attentive and let's give them good audience. Can we do that? Okay, since you've agreed, now, if you're seated there with headsets, please come here. We've agreed. Come close and occupy some of these seats. Let's do it. The show is not going to continue if you don't move. Come on, just come and occupy these front seats. And let's give our creatives an amazing, intimate session. We still have Kivumbi King. Let's give it up one more time for Kivumbi King. We still have Della. We still have Geoff the Poet. We still have Benji. We still have Keith and Godfrey. And right about now, we're going to have an interlude. We had music, poetry. Can we have some dance? You ready for that? All right, the night still continues, so please do not move away. Enjoy yourself as we welcome. It's happening again. Someone does not like me. They decided to put, no, if you're in here, I'm not going to embarrass myself again. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Joy with the dance piece. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ah, that's how it's done. All right. One more time, everybody. Let's give it up for Joy. Fun fact about Joy: she's part of the choreographers of the opening piece for the festival, counting to 10. The dance piece, she was part of it, and she's been part of behind the scenes, organizing and putting a lot together. She's multi-talented. She's humble. She's creative. Let's appreciate her one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, you're most welcome to the Literature Day. Yes, it hasn't ended. A part of the Ubumuntu Arts Festival 2024. Today, we had a directors roundtable. It was amazing. There was a lot going on. Then we had a page to stage workshop that I conducted, and we had a lot to learn and a lot to share. So there are poets that were part of the workshop, creatives basically, that I promised that during our interlude, I'll give you an opportunity to share and to read out loud. So this is the opportunity, but I would like to start with the audience. Do we have anyone in the audience? You could have a heartbreak note that you saved as a screenshot that you'd like to share with us. They just broke up with you. Or you'd like to break up with someone. Or you'd like to propose. A secret admirer. You have a secret admirer. Come to the stage. Don't shy away. Just get up. Come. Yeah, there's a handsome gentleman here. Sing and searching. Desperate. Your name is?
My name is Abubakar.
Abubakar. Where are you from?
I'm from DRC.
DRC. You'd like to share something?
The music, I think.
Music. I wanted recital. Do you guys accept music? You up for it? All right, let's welcome Abubakar. One song. All right.
Jours passent, mais ça ne compte pas. J'ai tant de mal à vivre, ivre de ces parfums si différents du tien. Pur, je compte chaque minute qui me retient à elle, comme si j'étais mon propre prisonnier. Ça fait bientôt 1 an qu'elle m'a sauvé de toi. Souvent je me demande où j'en serais sans toi. Souvent je me demande où tu es, qui tu es. Sors de mes pensées. J'ai changé d'adresse, de numéro, même si je fais semblant d'avoir. Sorry. J'ai changé d'adresse, de numéro, même si je fais semblant d'avoir trouvé la force. Je garde au plus profond de moi tout ce que tu m'as laissé. J'essaie de t'oublier avec une autre. Le temps ne semble pas gommer tes fautes. Elle semble si parfaite, mais rien n'y fait. Je ne peux pas, je ne veux pas, je n'y arrive pas. Je ne l'aime pas comme toi. Elle a tenté de me consoler, même si elle n'a pas témoin ni ton passé, c'est vrai. Mais elle n'a pas ton goût pour la fête, pour la nuit, pour les autres, pour tout ce que j'ai. Elle a séché toutes les larmes tissées. Elle a ramassé tes pots cassés. Elle a réglé tout, tes impayés, tes impostures, tes ratures. Tout ce que tu m'as laissé. Elle m'aime comme il faut, elle me connaît par cœur. Elle me dit je t'aime parfois durant des heures. Mais elle ne sent pas ton odeur. Pourquoi je la respire dans ses bras? Sors de mes pensées. Sors de mes pensées. Merci.
Wow. One more time. Energy, energy. When I say I, you say I. I'm happy. How about you? Ah, good to know. Good to know. That was good, right? And then that ending tone. Trust me, I can't sing to help myself. That's why I'm stuck to spoken word. Anyone with a note to read out? Something you want to share? A note? It has to be really serious. Don't come here and you don't give us like, those of you want some gossip? Yeah, give it up for the bold gentleman. Your name, please?
My name is Ibrahim.
Ibrahim?
I'm excited to be here.
All right. Okay, make it brief, yeah?
All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. So it's been a while since I sat behind a mic like this. So I hope I'm not that rusty. So my name is Ibrahim, and the poem I'm going to recite is called What If I Told You? I come with the truth in my hands and proof in my words. I'm ready to be chained up as a felony for the truth I speak may make me my own enemy. But my words are destined to cleanse you of your impurity, so don't free. Just come close and listen to me. For the words I speak are the keys to the chains of the gods you were supposed to be. But to the fools, I'm just rhyming with a B. But for you who listen, I'm offering something big, knowledge that was hidden. I'm bringing it close to the blink if you care to see. That I told you with no secrecy. And like the other prophets, the reason I came to the scene is to tell you what I have seen. Face the Creator eye to eye. What if I told you he's nothing like you and I? Wouldn't then the words in the Bible be wrong? That we are created in his image. What if I told you that he's nothing like we imagined? What if I told you that he's not forgiving? For he raged to those who live before us. What if I told you that you will never get to see his light? For he keeps himself far from reach, but yet blames you for not seeing how bright he is. What if I told you that he keeps no place for you among the angels? What if I told you the truth? Would you then still believe I want to see him in the end? Thank you.
Yeah. Wow. I'm glad I'm no longer actively performing because the new blood is taking over. But now I'm in the pursuit of good talent, and my brother, let's talk after here. Let's give him another big hand clap. And you haven't been doing this for a while. That was very good. We are still continuing with the show. Are you enjoying yourselves? All right. There's a concept called gratitude and appreciation. That's what we can do for each other. So let's practice appreciating talent, appreciating people who stand on this sacred ground to speak to our hearts. Is that all right? Okay. During our page to stage, I discovered an amazing young lady, a legacy writer. I'm going to invite her to read a piece from her book, I think. Let's put our hands together for one boy. Yeah! Appreciation, everybody. But whoever made this too. All right.
Yeah. Good evening, guys. My name is Wamboy. I am a multifaceted artist, actor, and writer. I've written a book. It's on Amazon KDP, and I'm gonna read for it. It's the one I'm holding. It's called PTTT, Pushing Through Tough Times. It has five chapters. The first one is Moments of Breath. The second one is Whispers of Thank You. The third one is Eat More of Nourishment and a Bit of Taste. The fourth one is Spend Your Habits Wisely. The fifth one is Be Seasonal, Be Guided. It's a fictional self-guide book, And I'm just going to read a part of it. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity. Thank you so much, Gordon. I really do appreciate this chance. Thank you, Ubumuntu, for having me. I'm from Kenya. I performed a play here on Monday. I'm so, so grateful. And I'm going to read an excerpt from the second chapter. I call it Thought 2, called Whispers of Thank You. Thank you for reading this far. Whispers of Thank You is a statement that simply says, saying thank you is really important in your life. Whispers of Thank You is a statement that simply says, saying thank you is really important in your life. Do you feel something different when you read the first sentence and the second one? Did saying thank you in the first one make you feel anything, or did you not even notice it? Saying thank you kind of goes unnoticed. The act of gratitude is something everyone is able to do, but since it's underused, it goes unnoticed. Gratitude is an emotion that requires being grateful and appreciative in your life, and it is felt when it's expressed. This is because gratitude activates the brain reward center, which releases dopamine, a chemical messenger that leads to feelings of pleasure and satisfaction naturally and legally. Tough times come with a lot of challenges, and being grateful may be the last thing on your mind when everything around you puts you in a tough place. But this is the time you need to be grateful the most and practice gratitude, because it enables you to respond to everyday life differently, where things don't happen to you, but for you, whether good or bad. A life well lived is one that is well appreciated. You can never know the value of something if you don't appreciate it. If you want to know your value, list down all the things you can whisper thank you for in your life. See all the treasures you have before it's too late. Isn't that always the case? You're less grateful for the things you have and grateful for the things you lose when it's always too late. When you look up at the sky, day or night, look at the lakes and oceans, the galaxy and space, you always feel a sense of vastness, an endless space that extends and expands to you, the entirety of it which I cannot account for or explain, but it always depicts an infinite source. And that is how gratitude is. It's vast, an endless space that extends your life when fully practiced and felt, an expansion of your life in all areas, physical, mental, and spiritual. In tough times, the three are all affected, and when you practice gratitude, you're able to be more expansive instead of restrictive. It seamlessly becomes how you live your life, being grateful for each day you have. People live, but nobody can live the same day twice. Gratitude, another simple small thing people never maximize on, as they are always chasing time, running towards something better and running away from something worse. And in between this chase, people miss out on the things that are most of value to them that they already have. Gratitude shows value, and where there is value, a lot matters. Whispers of Thank You is a statement to encourage you to say thank you always, to increase value in your life, a practice that makes you content with each day, whether it's a day with a whole lifetime in it or a whole lifetime in a day. Especially when you're pushing through tough times, you're able to respond better, because even in your most toughest day, with gratitude, it can end up being your best day. I'm sure, it can end up being your best day. Thank you very much.
We rehearsed and agreed. Come on, she just read something about gratitude. Look at you, shame upon you, big boys and girls. One more time, let's give it up for one boy from Kenya. An excerpt about gratitude from her book. Thank you, that was beautiful, that was amazing. And in the same spirit, there is somebody here who is an amazing, amazing personality. Very happy to call them friend. I've known this person for 10 years, and I would like us to extend a special gratitude, appreciation to this individual. And I would like to surprise them by inviting them here. Ladies and gentlemen, put the spotlight on the one and only Megan Lang on the lights over there. Come on down, don't ashame me. We are friends. We've been friends for 10 years. Please don't ashame me. Clap, everybody. I'll tell you why. She's an amazing person. I'm going to tell you why. One more time, continue until she gets here. If you continue clapping, you're going to get blessings this year. You'll go to heaven. Yeah. Continue clapping, everybody, for Megan. Megan, you're loved, you're amazing. Good to see you here. This beautiful soul, she's in charge of the Ubumuntu Arts Festival lighting. And guess what? She's been doing it consistently for 10 years. One more time, everybody. One more time, everybody. Can someone join me so that we don't stand alone? From Masharika, Eunice, where are you? Simon, where are you? This moment is for you. From the depth of our hearts, people that care about you, your friends, people you've worked with, would like to let you know that you're appreciated, you're loved, you're treasured, and what you do is amazing. She's going to go back. She comes all the way from New York, right? United States of America. Those of you who have never traveled beyond your districts, relax. Yeah, so she will be returning back today, but in a special, better than Simon, we are having hope. Put your hands together for hope, everybody.
Thank you so very much. Megan, how did you find Ubumuntu?
Malaika.
Yeah, when was that and how did it happen? I know she hates talking, she really hates standing here, but we love her so much and we want to hear her voice.
Malaika went to the same college that I did. I had graduated already, but she put out an email and I responded. And then I came here and my heart stayed here.
Yeah. She's been coming for the last 10 years. She lights all shows. Sometimes we have she goes to sleep at 2 a.m. in the morning doing tech rehearsals. After this, she's going to do a tech rehearsal for tomorrow, and late at 3 a.m. she flies back to New York. But the festival continues, but she leaves all the files in the machine up there with people she has trained. Megan, we love you so much. This is just a small token for you, and we really hope you can take it. It's from our heart to you. Thank you so very much.
Let's make some more noise for Megan and Hope. Just one more time. Don't run away. Much as Hope, please. No, don't run away. Okay. Please do your thing.
And I had actually just worked on a play about Rwanda in New York. And I saw the email and I thought, I would love to go there, I would love to see it. And so I emailed and the rest is history, I guess, yeah. I came and I really enjoyed working on it and I kept coming. Do you know that feeling when you just vibe? I think it's like that. I came here and I just really enjoyed it and I met friends and I had a good time working on the festival. I met so many interesting people from here. The college that I went to a few years after I graduated, I think 2 years after I graduated, there was another student there from here and she put out the call and I had actually just worked on a play about Rwanda in New York and I saw the email and I thought I would love to go there, I would love to see it, and so I emailed and the rest is history, I guess. I came and I really enjoyed working on it and I kept coming. Do you know that feeling where you just vibe? Yeah. I think it's like that. I came here and I just really enjoyed it and I met friends and I had a good time working on the festival. I met so many interesting people from here and from around the world and I had such a good time interacting with people and designing for people and seeing their art. And I think my favorite thing about lighting design is like seeing people's work and getting to like amplify the things that I love about it. So it was a really special opportunity for me. When you meet people from different places, people who have very different backgrounds than you, and you can still find things to relate to them about, I feel like that really helps you reach like the core of who we all are together. So I think it's like the coming together of so many different people and even people who come from a similar place finding like the similarities between you, I think it, and the differences, and like being able to relate or express yourselves. I think that's really like the core of the humanity that this festival creates and highlights.
Everybody, continue. It's the least we can do. The hand clap. Yes, Bebeto, I'm going to even hold your hand as you as you come. Oh, he's going to pass there. All right, all right.
Thank you so very much. I mean, lighting, this year it's 10 days. It's even not even easier. It doesn't get easy, but these people make it so easy. Thank you so much. Turagukunda cyane Bebeto. Guhora udufasha tukumvika amajwi yacu akumvikana. Aka ni akantu gavuye ku mutima yacu.
Everybody. Just say hi. Just say hi.
Kuko mbakunda.
Turagukunda natwe. Thank you so very much.
All right, all right. And thank you, the audience, for that. Wasn't that beautiful? Unscheduled, random. Let's give another hand clap to Hope Zeda, our director. And there's reason as to why I've let her go not to stay here. But personally, I have witnessed her love for art extend through so many people that she coordinates with and unites to do this. Trust me, I also curate events, and it is not easy to put up a festival like this and have it consistent for 10 years. My personal testimony, when I first came to Rwanda, I was just about to go back to Uganda, and I linked up with Hope. Without knowing so much about me, she adopted me in the family of Masherika and Ubumuntu, and I directed the first poetry performance for the first festival. And the testimony to Hope is, I've come with a team of young poets from Uganda that I went and I trained and I coach and I mentor, and I wouldn't have been able to do that if it wasn't for Hope. So let's give Hope another big hand clap. Thank you so much for your love for art and for what you do. That was so emotional. Okay, let's go back to my embarrassment with, all right. Are you happy? Are we together? You still want some more poetry? Okay. So during our Page to Stage workshop, I met 2 other young people, and I promised them that we're going to have a free verse session where they can share some poetry. So welcome with me. I've forgotten your name. You're going to do one poem. I'm honest like that. This gentleman, he shared his heart, and he told us that he's a poet. He's from Rwanda. Put your hands together for the poets. Just one piece.
Good evening, everyone. Right. Once again, good evening. Yeah. The poem I'm going to put out today, this piece, it is brought about by a life story. I am a Rwandan. I have lived in Uganda. So basically, this is a land that I've learned. It's really different from what is the other side. The other side, they are very loving, and so is Rwanda. So personally, because I am a Rwandan and I've just gone the other side, we face some little challenges. So I myself, I sat down and said, these challenges I'm facing, I may not have faced them alone. There may be another person out there. Basically, you may not be in the same category like me. You may be a white who has come here. You may be a fellow Rwandan here. You may be a fellow Ugandan. But because most of you have lived with parents, you have lived with fathers and mothers, and you have learned from them. Well, most of the parents that have passed away have always wished this thing. How I wish I can advise my child for the world. How I wish I can lead my child, however much I'm not around, whereby they can see their path through, for I will have prepared for them. So this is where the peace comes from. So this piece is called Father's Advice. Hey son. Hey son, life is a journey that you cannot avoid. You will meet very many kinds of people. Some may be rich and others may be poor, but respect them no matter how they treat you. And remember to always keep quiet whenever they speak. For you realize the personality of a person judging from what they speak or do. Hey son, I believe you are wise, but much as you're wise, people out there are more wise. Knowledgeable though not kind. I believe you have seen friends that you used to eat and play with that cannot give back the kindness back to you. In the tempest of life, my son, you will find both joy and strife. For every golden dawn that comes is always followed by a shadowed night. Hey son, when storm of tremble gather around and skies are dark and gray, remember this, my son, they will always pass away, just like the climate is never constant. Hey, my son, like mountains tall and rivers deep, life's path is seldom straight. You will climb and fall, but through it all, resilience seals your fate. Embrace each trial as a friend, a lesson in disguise. For in the heart of every storm, a stranger spirit lies. Hey, son, when dreams are crushed and hope is thin, and doubt begins to creep, hold fast to courage. Seek within for strength that runs so deep. The world is vast and full of light, beyond the darkest night. And you, my son, with heart so bright, can turn these all wrongs to light. Hey, son. So, face the world with open eyes and greet each day anew. With faith that you can teach the skies and touch the skies. Remember, through each ebb and flow, through laughter and through tears, my love for you will always grow and guide you through the years of your life. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's Rukundo Hassan. That's Rukundo Hassan? Yes, I remembered his name. Give Rukundo Hassan another big hand clap, everybody. Please don't get tired. We still have some more poetry, and we are about to get to our last segment, which is going to be non-stop. We still have Kivumbi King one more time. We have Dela. From Uganda, we have Joff the poet and Benji. Yes, we still have some more. We still have some more talent. Last on the free verse, another young man that I met called Dominic. Please make your poem short and nice and sweet. But one more time, let's welcome Dominic from Kigali, Rwanda.
nitwa bene imana bene u Rwanda bene hirwe bene umugisha cyizero wizire bakuru n'abato inshongore musenga inshongore ririmba ndatwa mu ngando zose ndagahimbaza musinda kangaratete ndagaterera nzambanda umurage w'u Rwanda ndishema nkabishyaka ndumuhanga binita imbano muswa nkitwa inka ndicyo utazi utamenye nge nditegeko ndigihame mu bibazo ndi ku ruhembe mu bihembo ndumudende mu bihano ndi hazabu moye ndi zahabu ntacyo ntari cyo nk'umuntu hari n'abanyita bene imari banyitirira bene imandwa cyangwa bene ingango kandi bene inganje nkitwa bene imana nkaba indirimbo y'urukerereza nkitwa bene imana. Yesterday, I wrote a piece and entitled it, A Wrong Bit Depressed. I'm sorry, bro. I always postpone a smile, feel more as salt in the sea, never fix my face cause I'm wrong bit depressed. See, here there is a couple of memos containing content and contrast the context of memes and the things that we have said but never did cause I'm a long bit depressed. I'm silencing myself just to say something. That idea of living or behind is making me up. My eyes are speaking and my face are remaining it. Dear world, I've given you the best I've got, but it has never been enough. So thanks you a lot anyway, man. I've been waiting for the sunrise, but the darkness denied me to fly over the moon. I've been waiting for one more time, but never know how long will forever cause. Today is not mine and forever will never be ours. I've been surviving suicidal ideas, but this night might be the light to cover my light. This voice should be the last to cherish your ears, and this poem should be my dot from A to Z I've been composing. I got no reason to live, more reason to die. Wonderful wondering, if we must die, why should we blame earth to be fair and the fake with no balance? Why should we blame the deaf to dare feed his stomach? I'm a moving dead, breathing my funeral. Fun fact about this is this. To whom my deathly concern will die after reading this. Dear death, kill me quickly. I'm sick and tired of moving. The next time is my people crying. Kill them asap so that they can cry. From hair to tooth, suicide is happening now. I'm dying before my death. I'm daring to die a beautiful death with undoubtedly no repeat, no repent, no remorse, no remorse. Comforting a sorry to the sorry is a monologue, anonymous, a homeville figure. I've lived a half-life. I'm dying for death. Dear me. Dear me, it was okay not to be okay, but enough is enough. And I'm not going to say something just to silence myself. And I gotta speak, just speak the truth. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Dominic, thank you. Let's give him a big, big hand clap, everybody. We are moving very fast to our last segment. We have come to the beginning of the end of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. This has been a wonderful experience. Yeah, the show is over. You can now go. What, you want more? All right. You figured that out. I was kidding. We still have Kivumbi King in the building. We still have Dela. We still have Joff the Poet from Uganda, Benji from Uganda. And speaking of talent from Uganda, put your hands together for the beautiful lady on the team called Joan, but her stage name is her surname, Mutagwanya. Put your hands together for Joan, everybody. All right. Welcome her to the Kigali stage, to Rwanda, coming for the very first time. She's a creative and she loves what she does, so please listen and enjoy.
Why are you soft? These are the words I repeated to myself when I saw two men hugging. Why would men hug? What if? I mean, how? Men are not supposed to hug, right? When two women hug each other, at least, that is affectionate. When Kendall Jenner hugs Hailey Bieber, society, affectionate. When Justin Bieber hugs Jaden Smith, society, soft. But again, when do men ever hug women for emotional support? They can't hug men, they can't hug women, because again, a man hugging a woman is perceived as crossing boundaries. Oh no, I've remembered sexual harassment. So this leaves men in a difficult position where they lack acceptable outlets for physical expression of emotional support, yet it leaves society more exposed. Dear men, I am sorry it has gotten so bad that you need a woman to speak for you because you are not allowed to speak for yourselves. I am sorry, as men, you've become so helpless that you need a woman to tell the world about your problems. By the way, be a man. Says a person who doesn't know that the first step in being a man is swallowing your pain, because man, you're going to hurt in silence. The first step in being a man is silencing your needs, because man, you're going to go without them. The first step in being a man is hardening your heart, because man, you're going to hurt in silence. The first step in being a man is preparing for battle, because man, you're going to fight without backup. Men do not have the permission to fail. They expect them to be fine, but are left unasked. They expect them to be brave, but are not given attention. The self-reliant face their battles alone, yet the dependent ones are shielded. By the way, be a man. Men are not supposed to cry. Excuse me, do women have monopoly over the tears? Men are not supposed to cry. What the hell? Who declared you God? Don't you ever put words in men's mouths again. Let them speak for themselves. Be a man, be a man, be a man. What makes you think you know what it takes to be one? You see, I think Siri was actually invented by a man to have someone to talk to who actually listens. I've seen many men going to the gym to carry weights, and I've seen many women going to the gym to judge weights. That's why I won't tell my son to respect every woman. I'll tell him to respect only a woman who respects him. I'll tell him, by the way, son, only marry a woman who allows you to be soft. Thank you.
Yep. Joan is from Uganda, her first time in Rwanda, and she is a voice-over artist. She's an actor, and she is an amazing spoken word artist as well. Let's give her another round of applause. Thank you so much. And straight out of Kigali, Rwanda, let's put hands together for Godfrey Mugisha, spoken word artist and singer. He's giving us a piece this time. Come on, welcome Godfrey one more time. The young man just poured his heart out to you. All right.
Icuma acurika umutwe mu ifoto y'umugabo n'ikibondo cye ari mu biganza bye. Gake gake kamwe ku kandi ibitonyanga by'amarira bikora ikidendezi mu biganza bye. Nk'uwageragezaga koza iyo foto byahe byo kajya kugira ngo byibure umuryango we aho uri wumve kwicuza kw'amabi ye. Uko indege yururukaga niko yibukaga, uko yiyumvaga umunsi akanagira ku butaka bwa ya mahanga asanganiwe n'umubeshyaga ko inzozi zagiye kuzikabya. Uko indege yavaga mu gice ijya mu kindi niko yavaga mu bihe ajya mu bindi. Ibihe bavaga mu karwa bajya ku kandi, bagenda ku mucanga agatoki ku kandi, barya inkoko bokesheje iyindi, baryoherwa urugingo ku rundi, aho umubiri wabo ugwiriye agacuho bagacumbikira aho ngaho. Uko ikirere kijimaga mu bice inkuba zihinda niko yibukaga uko byaje guhinduka. Ubwo yakoye n'abana be bahingukaga maze akabona ko yashamadukiye disi yisariye agasiga urugo abeshya ko agiye kurushakira amaramuko byahe byo kajya ko yabaga agiye guheta abo yabeshyaga ko agiye gushakira ubuzima iyi Burayi yo karya imirayi. Uko indege yegeraga mu kirere cy'iwabo niko yibazaga aho azabandwa azerekeza, yibaza uko agiye ku biciro ry'imigani wabo. Nyamara aho ari umugore wagorokewe n'urugo, ariko ngo inzozi zo kuzatura Qatar ntizajyaga kugirwa impamo n'umugabo w'umumotari nuko yamutaye. That's how she left Haman. uko indege yamanukaga niko igishyitsi cyamukwiraga yibazaza abantu bazerekeza kuko bene wabo yabahemukiye bose agenda akigesera ku munsi wo gushyingura nyina wabo. Akubise amaso kamera z'itangazamakuru ryari ku kibuga cy'indege rije gutara inkuru y'icuruzwa ry'abantu ryapfubye, abura intege yitura hasi, bahagurukije basanga umutima wahagaze. Sinjye wahera hahera inzozi zo kuba diaspora.
Yeah, let's give it up one more time for Godfrey Mugisha. Yeah, singer, spoken word artist from Rwanda. And right about now, let's welcome Benji from Uganda, Kampala, Uganda. A round of applause, people. We agreed. Let's give energy. We have at our last set. Yes.
My English teacher always liked to ask the question, East or West home is dash. But see, I couldn't quite understand why the right answer was supposed to be East or West home is best, so I always replied, East and West home is a bet. And yes, I did not stumble. East and West home is a bet, a game of odds. Odds of 100 to 1. Odds that in 100 homes, 40 are broken, 30 are homeless, 20 are violent, 9 are starving, and one is that so-called best home you all tell me about. East or West home is best, so I guess the rest of us come from the north and south where the concept of a home is anything but the best. East or West home is best. Tell that to a Kampala street kid whose home lies under trenches and verandas, and the only rent he pays is to be beaten, kidnapped, and raped over and over again. Beaten, kidnapped, and raped over and over again by the same authorities who sought to protect. See, at night, ask a Kampala street kid where home is, and he won't point east or west. He'll tell you home is any safe place you can find in the Kampala jungle at night, because to him, home is not even a place. See, to him, home is not even a place. Home is a hope of a warm meal once a day. See, to him, home is a hope of a warm meal once a day. To him, home is a kind stranger, a warm blanket, a new cloth. See, to him, home is nothing but a dream. But it's hard to find dreams when you can barely find a place to sleep. But after all, East or West home is best, right? See, East or West home is best. Tell that to a mother of 5 whose own home country shot her just for wearing the color red. I mean, see, red wasn't even a favorite political party your candidate she supported. See, red wasn't even a favorite color. See, red was the color of the skirt you chose to wear. I mean, just maybe if you chosen to wear a yellow skirt, the man in yellow will choose not to shoot, not to kill. Or maybe with a green dress, she wouldn't look much like a threat. Maybe, just maybe, if she'd chosen to wear a blue dress, she'd still be alive and I wouldn't have to write this poem. But with 4 kids to look after, you'd understand why the color of a skirt wasn't her biggest concern. You'd understand the color of a story. Not green, not red, not yellow, just the color brave. But I guess that didn't matter to the soldier who shot her. See, red was all he saw when he pointed his gun at her. He didn't see the mother, she was sister, granddaughter, friend. See, red was all he saw when he pointed his gun at her. He didn't see the mother, she was sister, granddaughter, friend. See, red was all he saw when he pointed his gun at her. He didn't see the mother, she was sister, granddaughter, friend. See, red was all he saw when he pointed his gun at her. He didn't see the mother, she was sister, granddaughter, friend. See, red was all he saw when he pointed his gun at her. He didn't see the mother, she was sister, granddaughter, friend. See, red was all he saw when he pointed his gun at her. He didn't see the mother, she was sister, granddaughter, friend. See, red was all he saw when he pointed his gun at her. He didn't see the mother, she was sister, granddaughter, friend. See, all he saw was his hatred, and that was enough to spill her red. See, red was the color of a blood spilled right in front of her kids, right in front of her home. But after all, East or West home is best, right? Jose Bidia Sabatano Landiloda swama nakameza kamanja. See, east or west home is best still that to a struggling graduate, struggling to feed his own home, struggling to pay his own rent with no form of employment. And the Lord, next week, east or west home is best still that to a wife who pays for her own home with slaps, fists, kicks, and blood. Baby, tongoba. Vawano sina wakulaga. Sevi sovede waka. Muchibira Minsobede See, I saw a little boy the other day. A little boy walking up to windows, breaking, people screaming because a father laid his hands on a mother, on his mother, on my mother, on her he was supposed to laugh to death, on her, no one rushes to her defense except her young boy, a little boy. She prays, he never becomes like him who told her he loved her and would always take care of her, him who promised he would always take care of her, him who then made the skin on her back red and saw, him who made her feel lost and alone, him who left her so torn, him who made her feel lost and alone, him who left her feel lost and alone, him who made her soul torn, him who left her feel lost and alone. She prays, he never becomes like him, so she stays to make a home for a little man, because she knows home doesn't automatically translate to best. She stays to make a home for a little man, because she knows home doesn't automatically translate to best. She stays to make a home for a little man, because she knows home doesn't automatically translate to best. She stays to make a home for a little man, not east, not west, just a home in her heart. Because after all, east or west home is best, right? So dear so-called best home, dear so-called blessed home, please include those of us from other directions in your blessed address. Include those whose addresses don't rhyme with you in your poem. Include Uganda in your poem. Include the crying Kampala streets in your poem. Include the violent streets of Nairobi in your poem. Include the violent streets of Kampala in your poem. Include South Sudan in your poem. Include the families starving in DRC in your poem. Include us 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 in your poem. But until then, all I can do is fill in the blanks with the right answers. East or west, home is best. Right?
Yeah. One more time for Benji from Uganda. Also appearing on our stage for the very first time in Rwanda. One more time, everybody, for our guests. Hopefully, they will be coming more and more. All right. Please do not think of moving. We still have Della, the beautiful, the amazing, talented Della in the building. And one more time, we still have Kivumbi King, everybody, who loves the rapper, artist, singer, is still in the building. And before that, put your hands together. And Benji, that was a very nice piece. And it tells us that poetry can come and can be about anything. About the universe, about your country, about your home. It can also be about the Bible, right? Coming up next is Geoff the Poet performing ancient paper scripts, a poem about the Bible. Yeah, enjoy. Everybody, one more time, Geoff the Poet.
Downcast, depressed, and despondent, my heart paused. Dop, dip, dop, dip. A bleeding heart ignited the tear gallons down my cheek, as the memories of how we used to sing more than goodnight lullabies created the precious photo gallery in the medulla chambers of my mind. And since opening that photo album was the hardest thing I could ever do, I chose to peruse through these ancient paper scripts. This black leathered book you presented to me on my 20th birthday had a test on my agony-collected tear droplets. Ancient words drafted in the clear fonts of time's new romance, with some portions highlighted in red, seemed irrelevant then. But since you had attached a note inscripted with the words, "A love letter to you," I chose to read these tear-wetted pages so that somehow I could feel a conversation with you as I unfolded page per page of these ancient paper scripts. Paul, it feels like there's a refreshment dose every time I read through this letter. Unlike the always recommended book cleansers, this word has cleansed my mind. Now fear, doubt, and uncertainty are more than history, for the truth reigns in every single corner. 2 times 3 is always a physician caution not to swallow an overdose. But the more I swallow the words of this letter, the more I get better. Unlike the physician's prescription, true healing is found in these ancient paper scripts. Unlike the evolution theory, backed by the archaeology findings, these scripts do provide the truth beyond doubt of how this world came into existence. Like a blueprint design booklet, in here I find how this ground dust was molded into this circular figure. And like a device manual, it describes the proper operation of mankind. How error faults like addiction, depression, and anxiety can be reset. You said it was a love letter, but in these ancient paper scripts is a life's description manual. This book, presented in over 100 versions and 2,000 languages, for sure provides the true medical prescription. For sure, if doctors, surgeons, and all the medical fraternity would consult from Christ, its author, would surely know how this ground dust can restore someone's sight. Like a computer operating system, this is the only compatible mind programmer. Unlike the computer antiviruses, this is the ultimate antivirus that can reset any corrupted mind. And in case you're really wondering, how do I even install this OS? Simply study these ancient paper scripts. See, to the songwriter, man, this is a music recipe where melody, rhythm, and harmony meets the lyrical confessions of the Psalms. This is the only nutrition recipe where a long life ain't defined by eating habits and categorized foods. Unlike these world's constitutions, this is the ultimate constitution that can provide true counsel to any stranded advocate. For these scripts do explain other than just stating. They do explain other than just conveying. They indeed provide the guaranteed truth beyond just philosophy and vain deceit. All treasures of wisdom and knowledge is found in these ancient paper scripts. I understand many would like to pose 1,000 questions. But before I answer you atheists, scientists, computer hackers, and all of us the talent-proud fellas, please get me straight. I ain't talking about historical biography scripts or drama-drafted scripts. Man, to the entire ends of this world, these scripts are known as the Bible. So many acknowledge them as holy scriptures, so we carry them on white fine linen, feeling offended when they are damaged, torn, or even burnt. But the power ain't in the hard copy book, for it's just a publication material. True transformation lies in the daily meditation of the message in these ancient paper scripts.
Geoff the poet. Yeah, that was a powerful monologue. Give him a big hand clap. Very unique, very unique. All right, and speaking of unique, we have the amazing, beautiful Della in the building one more time. Put your hands together for Della, everyone. We agreed, we even rehearsed. Energy, hand clap for the superstars. All right.
Hello once again. So, just to tell you a bit about myself, my name is Dila Dube, the Infinite Most Resilient Soul Sister, also known as Miss Calypso, also known as the Royal Snob, and I hail from the beautiful Bulawayo, Zimbabwe. And I am very excited to be on the stage today because I moved to Rwanda in 2021, and this was at the height of the pandemic. But that's interestingly when I first performed at Ubumuntu Arts Festival. So it was a strange time indeed, because the air that we breathed could potentially kill us. And when we were thinking about what we wanted to share and how we wanted to reflect on this moment, we came up with a piece called Airborne. And you know how Facebook shows you memories from like years ago? I was scrolling through my Facebook and I saw a picture from 3 years ago of the production that we did. So I thought I'd like to share that poem with you. On the keys, I have Lincoln, who's going to be accompanying me. This poem is entitled Airborne. And it's really about finding a way to transcend the darkness, the dark times that we experience. The COVID pandemic was something that we collectively experienced, but interestingly enough, a lot more chaos was going on around that time. So this was just a reflection on that. We used to run through the maize fields in our torn underwear. The earth was our home. We planted flowers everywhere. We were children of the wild river, running through banks like bandits in the Midwest. Children who gathered their wits in the kokwa field that we've thatch-roofed hearts. Each placement was intentional. We rooted our Koukouch family trees in the soil blessed by our ancestors. Till the mischievous gods fed the ground lava cake. Its belly rumbled as it consumed to an unseeable end, and each gluttonous chunk made its innards tremble, and hot, thick goo oozed, cremating everything in its way. Our path to destruction was gruesomely paved. We watched in terror as the earth reduced to soot, and now our voices wail. We are airborne. So far we roam, choked on the dust, drowned in the flood. Our mothers and sons were lost to crime and war. We are airborne. So far we roam, choked on the dust, drowned in the flood. Our mothers and sons were lost to crime and war. I am airborne, suspended between the earth and the sky, 'cause death couldn't take me, couldn't tame me, it couldn't swallow me. And as the scripture said, I am not of this earth. I will learn to fly like a cordless kite, glimmering through the ebony of black sunlight. I will float through the boundless sky. I will power windmills, protect you like a windshield, 'cause I am an airbender who contorts sound waves and molds beauty from ashes. So if you ever need to heave something off your chest, you can ventilate through me. I will hear your story and weave it into poetry like I do my own. I am a polychromatic butterfly. I will transcend and never die. We are airborne. So far we roam, choked on the dust, drowned in the flood. We lost our mothers and sons to crime and war. But we did survive, and our memory will live on. Our power will live on. We will transcend. We will soar. We will glide. We are airborne, never tied to the ground. We are airborne. Thank you. A round of applause for Lincoln, please. So before I leave, I have one more poem that I'd like to share. This poem is entitled Comfort, Soul Food. And I wrote it in a time when I really missed my mom. I love my mom's cooking, and there's something about sharing a meal at the dinner table that brings family together. I come from a family of 5, and we are all very adventurous people, but we try to make time for each other to meet at least once a year, and these are some of the fondest memories that I carry with me. So please enjoy. Joy springs from my tongue. Will you cup your hands to receive it? Hearty goulash, steaming with love, served with a side of patience, gracefully plated for more than just our bellies to feed. Beneath these scribings is a recipe passed down a matriarchal lineage, with each generation making its rebellious modifications, targeting a specific hunger unique to their divine purpose. My mother's food had a way of bringing comfort to my disjointed soul, like she had known that it had been burdened by the countless months spent away from her care. As if she had known that the cold nights I had spent in the desolate wastelands of loneliness wore my chest down, heavy with doubt. The hands that prepared this meal are lined with the various flavors of the earth, sweet, savory, bitter, and sour, marrying the unpleasant and the decadent in pristine proportions. My mother never used a measuring cup. She just went, "Zah," and goodness filled the room. They say charity begins in the four walls that you call home, and every night, Mommy Dearest taught us the gift of giving. Making magic from mere flour and oil, multiplying grains of wheat for our daily sustenance, beating the animal of a black pot over an electric stove. Hot peppers, finely chopped, sparked a flame and ossified my endoskeleton, hardened by the waves of time. With each bite, my mother taught us, me and my kin, that we are the salt of the earth, pinched from a sack of angel dust, perennial, blooming through the seasons like oregano, thyme, basil, and chives freshly picked from an eternal garden on a Sunday morning, to nourish, to refresh, to heal. So she poured in our cups, knowing that one day I would have to stand before you and pour into your own cups the food of love. Slowly ground, thoroughly strained, roasted to perfection under the Kalahari sun, bread broken within the silences after eruptions of laughter, punctuated by words of wisdom and seasoned by the spicy gossip that float around the family table, where squiggly lines stood between fact and fable. My family was unified by the love that my mother poured into us. Thank you. Thank you so much for lending me your ears. Thank you so much for trusting me to be the voice in your heads. I truly appreciate this moment. Aluta continua, more love, more life. Poetry is the way. Thank you.
Show her some more love. One more time for Della, everybody. Come on. Some energy like you've had a good time. Hasn't this been an amazing session? Yes, we are all our father's sons and daughters, but we are not their choices. Despite their absence, still, here we are. So I say, knock, knock, who's there? We are. I just felt that was important to say. Don't expect another poem from me. But I would like to thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for making it here to the celebration of 10 years in 10 days, a decade of impact. The Ubumuntu Arts Festival 2024 is still continuing, so please inform your friends, your family, and neighbors to always show up here. And there is a lot to learn, a lot to share. Haven't we had a variety of talent? Can we make it up? Can we give up for the musicians that were here? For Keith, the instrumentalist, the pianist, the guitarist, for Godfrey Mujisha, the one who sang his soul out. To those who did the open mic, the poets from Uganda, everybody. This has been amazing. And this is all because of the team behind the Ubumuntu Arts Festival. This entire event, the Literature Day, was curated by Helen from Mashirika and Ubumuntu Arts Festival. Can we give it up for Helen for an amazing concept, an amazing idea? Did you guys enjoy yourselves? And by the way, just so you know, this entire event was hosted by a gentleman called Mark Gordon from Uganda. Let's give it up for Mark Gordon. He's a nice guy, right? He's done an amazing job. I'm proud to be a part of Ubumuntu Arts Festival and Masharika as well. I'm happy to be here, and I'll be coming more and more. I'm a poet as well, but now I'm excited to train and to see more talent come up. Coming up on stage as we conclude tonight is a friend of mine that I'm excited to call brother. He's an amazing actor, he's a rapper, he's a producer, he is an all-round talent. He is the one and only. One more time, make some noise for Kivumbi King. You can do better than that, everybody.
Hello, everyone. All right, before we start, I would like to make a few rounds of applause. And the first one is to everyone who's still here right now. Let's see you out for everyone who's still here. You guys are the best. As Gordon just said, for those who don't know me, I'm actually a big deal. I'm not joking. But yes, I would not be here today or where I'm at, really, if it wasn't for hope. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, Hope had a dream, and she's allowed us to be part of that dream. And I can't be more grateful to you, Hope, and for putting me here 6, 7 years ago, and right now where I'm at in my career. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. About the big deal, I was lying. So I have a poem I would like to share before I share a song with you guys. All right. The poem is called Hakuna Matata. And if, yeah, we've done it a couple of times, yes. Yeah. Please hear me out. Hakuna Matata. What a phrase. It means don't worry for the rest of your days. But as much as I would like to live problem-free, I still have a lot on my plate. I refuse to showcase a fake face. In a different style, I choose to write the script to my play, and Hakuna Matata is a statement I believe most of us cannot really say. Please hear me out. See, I'm not being a pessimist. No, I'm more of a journalist. See, for the longest time, our generations didn't communicate on how to perceive the white man and break down the pattern. A pattern that started with explorers, abaje kwiga karere. Some self-sponsored, they drew inch by inch our continent, named our lakes, rivers, and mountains like Mount Baker, Mount Stanley, Lake Victoria. It took them a long time to some learned our languages. And then the missionaries, see, they came to commercialize, civilize, but most importantly, Christianize. See, it was important to justify the supremacy of the white man, that we are meant to be slaves, we the lost children of Ham, that we cannot think for ourselves, that we are cake and barbaric. The only way to save our poor souls is to make them holy, Christian, white, and it worked. See, for the longest time, Jean de Dieu and Gwabujiri, Jean de Dieu and Jean-Baptiste are Gwabujiri and Nyirarumaga's children. And in another family, we have a Hassan or a Rahma. After some time, Jean de Dieu meets Rahma And they have a Thomas or a Christian who knows nothing about Gwabujiri or Nyirarumaga, and please remember, Hakuna Matata. See, we were disoriented, then colonized. Our histories and identities lost and forgotten. Uprisings gone to the ground, patriots killed, that you can ask Kwame. And after independence, we were still on the leash, that you can ask Ngware. And after all, the question still remains the same. How do we move on from here? Because if the education doesn't tell you what to question, then you question the education. Because Hakuna Matata is the statement, is a wonderful phrase. But I'll have to live with worries for the rest of my days. Thank you so much. All right. As a closing piece, if you will, please allow me to stand up because we're about to do a hip-hop track. Yes, and it's called the Mumudugudu Wanje. Mumudugudu, it means in my neighborhood, and still inspired by the one and only Hope. Yes, we worked together to come up with this song that really just embodies the idea of identity and what you can do in your own space, in your own time, in your own head. Because we believe that the neighborhood does not stop with your friends or your family or your neighbor. It actually goes all the way up into your head. So please, if you would, with me, let's sing Umudugudu together. Yes, Umudugudu is the name. It's not an easy word, but you're gonna catch up. Let's go. Safe and sound. All right. All right, let me see just one hand up in the air like this. One hand in the air just like this. All right. Many more are gone. Is this life a gift? Tell me if you're really sure. Kandi bya byanje byose bizabazwa Adamu. Mu mudugudu wa family niho namenye ubwenge, niho namenye ikibi. And my brother and sisters, they always have my back. Niga yuko bansekera kandi bari kunseka yuko ugukunda byukuri agoye kumenya. Agati gito kansize mbali MP cyangwa umukarani ibyuza bose mumeza mu mudugudu mu mutwe naho haba mu mudugudu nk'ikinyugunyugu jewe navutse kabiri abaje modedani cyujyanye nibibi amama tune mu mutine n'ibituku nibushaka uzaza unsange we mu mudugudu wanje. All right, let's do something together. Please stop the music a little bit. Let's stop the music a little bit. Let's stop the music a little bit. So when I say mumudugudu, you say wanje, all right? It's not that hard. Mumudugudu wanje. Mumudugudu. Uzaza unsanga mumudugudu. Uzaza unsange mumudugudu. Say, go mumudugudu. Say, go mumudugudu. Uzaza unsanga mumudugudu. Udazundeba mumudugudu. All right, let's do this one more time, one more time. When I say mumudugudu, you say wanje, but let's do it louder with more energy because this is the closing act, all right? Mumudugudu. Say, go mumudugudu. Uzazunsanga mumudugudu. Uzazundeba mumudugudu. Kuko go mumudugudu. Say, go mumudugudu. Uzazundeba mu mudugudu. Uzazunsanga mu mudugudu. Thank you so much, everybody. Just keep on making. I appreciate.
All right. Let's give it up one more time for Kivumbi King and every other poet that has been here. Please come on stage if you're still around. If you've been on this stage, please just come on stage. Geoff the poet, I know some people had started running away. But I would like us to give a big round of applause to each and every performer that has been on this stage. To every writer, please and walk on. Please come. And those of you who are taking photos, please take my good side. Someone already messed up my jeans. Let's appreciate this talent one more time. Thank you so much, Ubumuntu Arts Festival. Thank you so much, Masharika. Let's give it a bow. Yeah, in honor of the stage. I've always wanted to say this. You've been such an amazing crowd. God bless you and good night.
I liked your poem,